A very good morning, hi. It's Friday and the sun's shining and it's beautiful, summer's coming. Right, so I'm just going to be brief, I'll go straight to the point. Last night I went to sleep early, or rather I fell asleep early after self-medicating with raw red onion. I think I ate something that didn't agree with my stomach. Maybe there was too much oil. I had sea bass with olive oil. And pasta also that I bought from the supermarket that had oil on it. So maybe too much oil. That's all I can think of. Anyway, my stomach was not in a good place. And so I ate the raw garlic, fell asleep, woke up with sufficient strength, feeling great, and able to go to the gym, to the pool, to do my Friday session, which is quite grueling. So Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I do hard sessions. And then, especially on a Friday, because I have all weekend to recover. That said, this is me with my sick self that was. Right, so got into a conversation with someone this morning. She's 82 years old today, I believe. But I'm not knocking her, because I'm not knocking anybody when it comes to knowledge and understanding. Because we only know what we know at the time, although some of us run away from information that would put us in better stead. So, for example, when I said that I ate onion, one person kind of made a face like this because he doesn't like onions, I suppose. But guess what? I'm healthy. And that's my go-to remedy for upset stomachs. Anyways, that said, I can't remember how we ended up at this point in the conversation. Actually, I do know. There was a gentleman who expressed that he was on holiday and his sister contacted him to let him know that his nephew had died. Won't go into the details, but the nephew was only 27 years old. So after he left the sauna, our conversation continued, and we were discussing, how things, you can be all right one moment and then not the next. And typically, which is what people usually say in situations like this, you never know what's around the corner. I've heard that so many times in these nearly 4 years that I've been looking after my sister, more especially from the social worker. You never know what's around the corner. And I dispute that you can know. So it was an 82-year-old who said that. And I said, you can know. I said, you do your absolute best. You keep yourself safe and then leave the rest up to God. And she said she used to believe in God. And I knew that it was because something happened why she stopped believing. So I waited, and then she said, I stopped believing when my daughter died. Right, and here's the point here's the subject matter of this particular video. The thing is, God will do anything He chooses to do to you. And so you've got to find a way to navigate it. And I will tell you how to navigate it. And I've been saying this for the longest time, for decades, for more than 30 years. All right, I'll be generous and say more than 20 years. I've been saying that if we cut out desires, then nobody can have a hold over us. And also, the lack of desire actually helps with our relationship with God, because He's going to test us too. Not for his sake, but for our sake. He's going to test us to see if we're genuine, if we really love him, and if we're really as devoted to him as we say we are. Because nothing should be more important to us than him, right? So he's going to do that. So if you can get to the point in your life where even your life doesn't matter, and here is where I'm going to make the point about my sickness. When I'm sick, rather than thinking I need to go to the doctor, I say to God, if you mean to kill me, then kill me. Because all life is in his hands. People go to the hospital and die in hospital. People have all kinds of emergencies, medical emergencies, and die suddenly. Right? So I'm not one of these people who's going to run around and do everything to save my life. Some people took the vaccine because the government and other experts, supposed experts, frightened them into believing they would die and they would kill Granny if they didn't take the vaccine. I did no such thing because, as I said, all life is in the hands of God. He gave us life and he will take life when he is good and ready. So when I'm not well, I say to him, I'm very, some people think I'm rude and disrespectful the way I conduct myself before God, but I say to him, if you mean to kill me, then kill me. You see, so I'm not going to be worried about my life. For the slightest thing, run to the doctor. Whatever incentives there are out there, I'm not going to be keeping up with them. But it's just a straight, if you mean to kill me, kill me. Right? So with that kind of attitude, where even your life isn't so precious because you know it doesn't belong to you, and when it's gone, there's nothing you can do about bringing yourself back. It doesn't matter what happened in life, you're not going to turn your back on God. Right? So, literally, because her daughter died, she gave up on God. People have given up on God for lesser things. Right? So, that's it really. For me, it's literally, I want to be fit and healthy. I look after myself as best as I can. I go to the gym, I do my exercises to make sure my body doesn't seize up on me. Because they say when you get old, that's what happens, right? You all kinds of health problems. If I do my part, then God has to do his part, right? Because I'm not going to be one of these people who's going to be old and infirm and needing others to look after me. That's not going to happen. So my thing is when you're ready to kill me, then it is entirely up to you to do so. But I'm not going to go through life unable to look after myself. Right, literally that. Just very matter of fact. It's not a case of, it must be God's will for this to happen or for that to happen. If it is God's will for whatever to happen, for whatever is happening to happen, take for example my sister being ill. Sometimes I'm so busy with, I've got all sorts of things going on, and then I need to attend to her. And back in the day, before she got sick, she was busy doing important things. And now she's unable to do anything besides feed herself. And that's something she had to learn to do, because I insisted that I couldn't keep stopping what I'm doing to do that. So she can feed herself, but that's it. That is all. That wouldn't be me. Right? That absolutely wouldn't be me. But people would tell me, you never know. I do know. I absolutely do know. Because, as I've said, that would be, if God intended for me to be in that position, then he will understand that I don't intend to have others looking after me on any level. Not family, not friend, not professionals. When my life is over, it's over. And that's it. Right, so that's the point. Basically, when we turn our back on God because God didn't stop something from happening, it exposes us that we weren't serious about God in the first place. So on that note, I shall say have a nice weekend, look after yourselves, and enjoy the weather while it lasts. Apparently there's snow coming, but I've already had that conversation with God. I don't want my daily walk to the gym to be interrupted. So if he could hold the snow off, then that would be fantastic. So let's see if alright, so if it snows, I should turn my back on God. Is that ridiculous? Because he didn't give me what I wanted. Alright, look after yourselves. Bye.